it's going down. And believe it's going down. I made a move without a sound. Use the lyrics as my weapons. I'ma spit a couple rounds. I may never know what $1 million brings, but I keep waking up to these million.
Yo, we back at it again. We back at it again for episode 2. And today, what we doing today, man?
Man, you tell me.
Man, it's gonna get rent time today. Get rent.
Tell them what it means, and we just gonna go with it so they can figure out what it means.
Man, look, when we say it's rent time, that means get whatever you got off your chest, whatever. It don't matter what it is. It could be about your job. It could be about your everyday life. It could be about whatever you want it to be about. Say what's on your mind. And guess what? You see that logo right there? It says, judge yourself before you judge us. And we're not going to be here to judge you. This is a judgment-free zone. Whatever you say, it's going to come at you.
You said speak your mind?
Speak your mind,
Speak your mind.
Speak your mind.
So I'm going to bring up a topic. And I feel like this topic is important for men and women. One of my homies asked me, well, he ain't asked me. I got a group chat. It's 100 of us. Don't judge us. It's a video game play. He said, I need a question. I said, you need a question? What you mean? You mean you want to ask a question? He said, no, I need a question. You know, he aged. He said, I only the women to respond. I said, what you talking about? He said, I don't know what gift to give for my woman. I said, so you can ask a man? He said, no, because you don't even know what to give my woman. I said, well, they know what to get your woman. We know your woman. I say that to say this. I think sometimes as husbands, boyfriends, girlfriends, relationships, fathers, son, even mothers, a brother trying to get a gift. I feel like sometimes we all want to know the answer, but we don't pay attention to all the clues they gave us for a whole year. Do it make sense? How many times your significant other go, I like that, go, I like this, or I like that. When I said that, one of my sisters from the group chat, my real sisters, they jumped in and said, hey, it's not about the gift, it's the thought behind it. Of course, we like, well, we already know that, but we still go X, Y, and Z.
We still gonna turn around and buy it. So
exactly. So my whole point is, what do you think? You think I'm just making something up when I say, hey, I think it's everything we heard all year round? For example, my wife, everybody's wife ain't the same. She sent me so many messages on Facebook. This is cute. This is nice. I like this. And what about this? Did you hear that? What about that? I just think that as people, we need to do a better job and just sometimes just sitting back and just paying attention to what they shoot at us.
It's always the attention to detail. And one thing about men is just we one track minded. You can send us a million fucking things in the world, and sometimes we don't pay no attention. But what a lot of men fail to realize is when your woman wants something, she's gonna send it to you multiple times. And it's up to you to catch what the hell she wants. So you sitting there looking around, I don't know what I'm gonna get my lady for her birthday. Or I don't know what I'm gonna get her for Christmas. Nigga, she done sent you about 40 fucking things.
9 out of 10 she told
you. You know what I'm saying? If you can squeeze out 2, you know what I'm saying, you'll be the man of the year. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of women, man, they don't really care about a lot of that, all that other shit, man. They really just want the small things. Like if you take care of the small things, the big things are just the icing on the cake. And that's what a lot of men just don't understand. Like your lady, technically, man, if you really fucks with your lady, you supposed to already know what she like. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to know what type of perfume she wear, what type of clothes, what type of shoes. You supposed to already know a lot of that stuff anyway.
Her brand, her style.
You don't know what to get your lady for her birthday or what to get her for special occasions, then you need to take a closer look at yourself and ask yourself, do you really like your woman enough to really take that next step or anything like that with this lady?
So let me ask you this question then. Speaking for the brothers out there like myself, what do you do if you already give your woman everything just because? So now it's just hard. What do you do when you already gave her X, Y, and Z? When you done seen her love language, this X, Y, and Z. Well, it's just that hard because you don't wait to a special occasion. You don't wait to a birthday. You don't wait for Christmas. You ain't waiting for Valentine's Day. What do you do because it's a Wednesday and it's 2 a.m. and I walk past some beautiful flowers and a lovely bracelet, and this is what I want for my woman.
As you said, well, you're creating a monster. That's one.
I was about to say,
That's
you spoiling them.
something that keeps romance, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's just letting them know, man, shit, I was
You was
involved in this
always
story.
thinking about it.
That's something, letting her know, like, damn, you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you being on the same rhythm as your lady is the best thing you can ever have. And that's what people don't understand. That's what keeps a relationship fresh. It's not about waiting till a Valentine's Day. It's like you have to make sure you cherish your lady every single opportunity that you get. And a lot of these young fellas out here today, man, they don't cherish their woman. And that's why they woman don't cherish them. And that's why it's a lot of broken toxic shit that goes on in black relationships.
Too many people already recognizing that they can get another instead of paying attention to what they already got.
It's like if you don't realize what you have in your hand, you're gonna always look at your other hand and figure out what options is this other option gonna give you versus the one that's already there.
So let me ask you a question, because I like what you said with that. But when you say you're whipping, what if it's vice versa?
Yeah, it's the same.
It does go both ways.
So she feel like, so I deserve excellence.
Yeah, it's always a give or take.
Yeah.
It's a give or take. You know what I'm saying? You do this, she gonna reward you for doing this. You know what I'm saying? She do this, you gonna reward her for doing that. It's just like, you're getting progress reports, so you're getting report cards.
Exactly.
Just
When you see effort, you like effort, so you give effort.
So let me ask you a question. I feel like it's hard because I feel like, not to say nobody else, I feel like all relationships, why don't we just dumb things down? Why is it always you should speak my mind, I should speak your mind? You just said, hey, it goes by body language. Sometimes it's so hard to read the body language. Sometimes it's too late to read the body language. If I'm just being honest with you.
Communication.
So why do we wait till it get? Why do we infer? It's so hard for a person just to say, hey, I feel this way because you did X, Y, and Z. I apologize. Don't take it the wrong way, but I already know how I'm feeling. For me to hold on to how I'm feeling, and now we just create this domino effect. Why we just can't be like, hey, listen, like, man, listen, man, I ain't like what you did today. Hey, listen, husband, listen, man, I feel like what you did, if I would have did it, it would have been this. Why can't we evolve from there? Why is it always get my lid back? Or not even get my lid back. Oh, since he mad, I'm mad. Since she mad, I'm mad.
See the problem with that here. It's
No
just
communication.
it's effective communication.
Exactly.
Y'all actually have to
It
sit
has to
down.
be effective where there's substance, there's dialogue, and then we meet right here in the middle.
We're understanding.
But the thing is, the one thing that we mess up the most when we come to starting dialogue, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
How you said it.
It's how you say it. You sit down, it's like when you already tell your woman that you gotta talk to her about something, one, she's already defensive.
Vice versa.
She already have like 20 things in the chamber just ready to unload.
Vice versa.
You just be like,
Yeah, but you got to come in calm first.
to be correct with
Yeah.
it. And it's just like you don't want your woman to feel like she's being attacked. And you don't want to feel like you're being attacked. Because at the end of the day, if we attacking each other, then there will be
No communication.
And that's when everything breaks down. It's just like, look, me and my wife, we get into it quite frequently. But it's just like we'll take a day. Sometimes might take 2 days, depending on what it is. But it's just like, look, the shit that we mad at each other about, the shit that we just went through, some super simple shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you have to be able to present it in a way where nobody feels like they're being attacked. And it's just like it's easy to come in and say, well, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, you ain't doing this. What you think she gonna do? She about to unload. It's like throwing a match in a box of fucking fireworks. It's about to be Christmas or 4th of July this month.
That's why the person who brings it up has to be calm.
Get into it. I'm also bro. I just had a altercation with one of my siblings, and I spoke my mind. I was just like, "Hey, I'm not shooting shots at you." And I like to put myself in the middle and say, "How do we grow? Even me, how do we better this situation?" And I wasn't always like that. I had to learn to be like that because sometimes in life, like you just said, I had to tell Lil before, you don't know what kind of day I'm having instead of you instantly shoot me a text and you just shoot me down. You don't know how I'm feeling, my mindset. And this is one reason. I'm gonna say this, y'all. Stop texting every beeping thing. Words get lost in text. So when I read that text, it's all about my mood, mindset, and how I read it.
Mm-hmm.
As I said before, people put their own voice to the message that they read. You got your own emotions on it.
Mannerisms, and they know how you talk. They know how you react to certain things. When you send them something and they're reading in your undertone and how you act and how your mannerisms is. So that's why it's a huge misconception because now they're reading it like, okay, he sound like he pissed off or it sound like he's attacking me. No, me personally, if my wife send me something, I'm gonna look at it. And if I'm at work, I'm gonna walk off and I'm gonna call you. Hey, what's up? What's good? What's good? You straight? You good? I just want to affirm you. Like, look, I'm not upset. I'm not pissed off. I'm not mad. Is it something you want to get off your chest? You want to talk about something? We can talk about it right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't want shit to linger for days and days and days.
Because that's how it gets worse.
And nobody's communicating. Because at the end of the day, when I say effective communication, I'm talking about effective. What was the cause? What's the effect? How can we meet in the middle? Because you standing on what you standing on, I'm standing on what I'm standing on. But at the end of the day, we still have to move forward effectively. Because if we're going this way and our family is right here, that means this is not getting taken care of right here. So we still have to figure out a way to get back here. Sometimes you just gotta agree to disagree.
Thank you. I was waiting.
You just have to agree to disagree.
So y'all can move on.
Just keep it moving. Like, look, I just don't agree with with the way you try to talk to me, whatever the case may be. But it is what it is. There's no love lost. I'm not angry. We're moving forward. I'm just saying, watch how you talk to me, and I'll watch how I talk to you.
Exactly. I feel like I totally agree with you because my whole point of view is this. When I was younger, back in my childish days, I used to argue, raise my voice, and I had to realize that ain't nothing was getting solved. At this point of age of my life, man, it would have to take my wife doing the most devastating thing in the world, X, Y, and Z, for me to raise my voice at her. I don't call out her name. I don't disrespect her, meaning like the B words and X, Y, and Z. It's more so like, hey, talk to me. And when I found her yelling, I'd be like, hey, I'm not yelling at you. Don't yell at me. But sometimes, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but sometimes it's a growth thing. Sometimes it's what she's been through in her past. My past told me it never solved anything. My past told me I'm seeing my cousins and what they went through, and whoever seeing their parents yell. Then you start to take that on, and now you passing that thing alone, like you having conversations and you yelling in front of your kids and X, Y, and Z.
Now they
I
learning
had
it.
to learn like this ain't the way. And I totally agree with you. Like it's not about being right or wrong. Yes, nobody's perfect. At the end of the day, it's more so like, do you really love this person to want to be like, hey, you know what? Example, great example, man. Man, I used to go kick it with the homies up, out, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. This before she even came out right. And Pop stuff I did it one time. She was like, she said, hey, this is really disrespectful. I'm like, what you I was kicking with the guys. I ain't cheating. I ain't doing X, Y, and Z. She told me, what if I came to your house that's 5, 6, 7 in the morning? How would you feel? Man, I was like, well,
I'm already choked.
where you been? Where you just come from?
Mm-hmm.
It's the respect behind it. I've learned in my life. My mother always told me, shout out to my mama, Denise. She was like, would you want somebody to do it to you? Mm-hmm. That's something you gotta learn, bro.
Yeah. One thing my OG told me is like, you have to lead by example.
Example.
You have to lead by example. If you are not leading, then guess what?
What are you doing?
You're tearing shit down. Either you're gonna build or you're gonna destroy. Them the only two options. There is no in between. So if you're leading your household, that means everything that you do, everybody else is gonna follow. So if you stand out doing this, and this, well, of course, you know your lady gonna do that too. You know what I'm saying? Your oldest kid is gonna wind up doing that too. And it's just like, but I'm not telling you what happens when you're out there. You got to be able to watch your back, X, Y, Z, this, and this. But all they see is, well, shit, my dad used to come in at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. It should be fine. I'm out with my friends, there's no problem. Oh, my man out 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Shit, I'm gonna go out with my girls. We going at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you have to lead by example. So if you like, look, I'm out with the guys. I might stay till like about 12 o'clock get here. Hey man, I'm probably gonna be home probably like about an hour or so. Did you want you staying up or did you want me to get you something on my way home? You know what I'm saying? Just to make her mind at ease. Because at the end of the day, when you out here, bro, your lady is at home worrying about you.
Exactly.
It's just like when your lady is out there, you worrying about her.
Exactly.
And you was sitting here clutch with the motherfucking gun. Like I wish a motherfucker would try my lady. Let her call me telling me some shit going on. I'm in the car. I'm pulling up quick. You feel me? So it's just like if you want safety and security in your relationship, you have to be the true leader in that aspect. So if you out the fellas and 1 o'clock is your hey, I gotta get to the crib, then make sure your ass is home by 1 o'clock.
You gotta respect that.
You gotta respect that.
And I totally agree with you, bro, because a situation happened with my lady, you know what I'm saying? She went through X, Y, and Z. She sent me a text, oh man, you know, I'm 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 drunk. And I'm with my friends. And I text her back and she responded. Man, I'm calling everybody in there. Y'all, hey, where she at? Hey, she cool, she good. It wasn't even the fact that I thought she was cheating or doing something. My head went the worst as far as like the other to take advantage. Is she driving? Is she this? Is she okay? Is she safe? Mm-hmm. Somebody just say, hey, she cool, and I was gonna be okay. Mm-hmm. And even level back down on what you just said. Like it's not even to come home at 4 in the morning. It's you yelling at your lady. Now you got daughters, they gonna feel like it's acceptable. You wanna hit your lady, now your daughter's gonna feel like it's acceptable.
And my mama, she allowed my daddy to do it, so I guess that's
what we was taught.
It's like I said, it's a learned behavior. You know what I'm saying? everything starts with the leader. If you're doing fuck shit, then fuck shit is gonna happen.
Man,
At the end of the day.
when my kids called me said I was a tyrant. This was like 3, 4. I said, what you mean? She was like, I gotta be on my phone by a certain time. I gotta do chores. I gotta do this. So you damn right. You wanna live in this house?
Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
Said I need freedom. I just said you come home, do your chores, and respect me.
Mhm.
Because guess what? What do you want for her? Daddy out there busting his butt. What do you want? Yeah, you're right. I'm a tyrant. Because the parents that don't care, I guarantee you they wish they had parents that did care.
Man, but these parents today, well, that's a whole other topic.
Oh, another second.
These parents today is awful.
They trying to be besties. They not trying to be parents. They trying to be friends.
Listen, they're really not even trying to be. They just really just trying to be functional. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you got what you need. I'm gonna give you everything you want, but I'm still out here trying to do me.
Exactly. And when you hit the age, you can come out here with me.
That's a I think that's because you know what? Became parents too early.
Nah, I can't.
Even that. That's another topic, but I really want to run on this. To the big ones.
It's over with.
What happened to the
Right.
hit me for stealing, and your mama, your daddy whoop your butt for stealing. It's to the hey, if the security guard used to whoop you and hit you at school, and then your parents hit you after that. No, they just hit me. Now my parents going up there trying to fight them for hitting me for acting up. Until
the community
raise a child.
The community got shattered.
Like I said, the parents are getting younger and younger.
Yeah.
And the parents was never taught correct behavior. And then they're teaching their kids the same wrong behavior, and it's trickling down and it's trickling down.
Because there's no family structure.
It's no longer, I can't trust you. I can't trust you. Only person I can trust is myself and how I can raise my kids. But my thing is, back in the day, as a parent, you observed your kids.
Don't get the switch.
Don't get the switch.
Yes.
It's whooping, man.
And that was the whole block that raised your kid.
Your parent knew who you was.
Exactly.
So if your teacher came to her telling you some shit, you already knew.
Yeah.
So when that teacher told me whatever, okay, you can't lie to me because you do this here. So you can't tell me that this person is lying because you do this here. But the problem is they don't want nobody else to tell them about their kid. And they swear, oh, I know everything about my kid. My kid do this, and my kid don't do this. My kid don't do that. Knowing damn well your kid do. See, the thing is, sometimes it's okay to defend your kid only when it's necessary and it's correct.
Correct. Correct.
These new parents, they try to defend their kid even when they're wrong. I'm not talking about dead wrong.
Because they don't want anybody knowing how bad they are.
Kid, any kind. Only I can talk to my kid this time.
In the house problems are in the house problems, so they don't want anybody to know it.
My auntie taught me wherever you disrespect me at, I'm gonna disrespect you at that same place. I don't care if it's an adult who told you to sit your ass down, you come get another adult. But when you feel like you have the right to chastise an adult, I'm gonna get you. Because I'm teaching you respect. And guess what? I ain't trying to bring this up. People are getting killed just off the disrespect because you feel like I can disrespect you right there and now.
Because I can talk to my mom any kind of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can talk to my father any kind of way because my mama don't have my back regardless. Or I can talk to my grandma any kind of way because grandmama, she old and she can't really, I don't want to call her
Well,
old.
technically grandmas are like 36 now.
Say she's more wiser. She's wiser. And she don't have that energy to lay it on your ass like she used to. You know what I'm saying? So she's trying to get the parent to do what I did, but now nobody is structural parenting. It's too much gentle parenting out here now. It's too much. It's no longer structure in parenting.
So
Because nobody wants to be judged.
I want to. Somebody told me it's our problem. What I mean about this, she told me this. She said back in your day, if a man wanted to cry, show X, Y, and Z, they got hit for it or told toughen up. They said this was wrong with the African American community because we was taught how not to feel or we got punished behind that feeling.
Mm-hmm. You have to be tough. You have to be tough. When stuff was done to you, you had to pick yourself up, chin up, chest held high, and keep moving forward.
So, do you think they're correct? Oh, I want to know, and I want to speak on that. Do you think they're correct about saying what they said? Or meaning, like that's how we are the way we are because we was always taught if you don't hide it, you'll get beat for it. You'll get hit for it. We never had a segment or a dinner conversation or a moment where our parents was like, "Hey, tell me how you feeling." Nowadays, the people who went through that, we say, "Oh, that's that soft shit."
That's soft shit.
What are y'all doing? What are we doing? Y'all raising them to be soft. Y'all protecting them too much. So where is that happy medium where you can scold, praise, and as a parent, even I'm learning that sometimes you have to listen to your kids.
My thing is with that, I do with my kids is that I give you the opportunity to speak up. But when I tell you when you speak your mind, be respectful.
Respectful.
That means if you decide you want to get loud with me, then if I gotta raise my voice in this conversation that I'm giving you, and I'm giving you the open space to tell me how you think, how you feel, I'm gonna sit right there, lay it on me, tell me exactly how you feel. But I'm listening to everything that you're saying. So when you're done, oh, when I come back to you, you now you got to get everything I'm about to say to you. So now you have to take everything as a teaching moment. The problem is we have parents that don't teach. They leave teaching to the school, but then they don't want the school to teach their kids how to behave. You feel me? So it's like I'm gonna teach my kids how to behave and how to do this and how to do this, but you teach them all of this, but then you're not teaching them how to behave. You know how to teach how you're not teaching them how to be a young adult in this world. You're teaching them how to pretty much be grown because you have 4 or 5 year olds sitting there talking with grown people.
Man, I don't know why you brought that up. That is my biggest pet peeve. Back in my day, when grown-ups talk, the kids was in a room or somewhere else outside the backyard. They weren't in that same room. They weren't allowed. They was not allowed to jump in, or you would have felt that back hand out the blue.
Get out my mouth.
And then you gotta go sit down.
It's only grown folks move around. Now you have kids in grown folks' conversation knowing grown folks' business.
Because we talk in front of our kids. So I'm big on that. I'm big on, hey, can you leave the room, please? First off, I'm being nice because when I started talking to another adult, I already knew I believe this room. Hey, y'all, we over here. We home.
They already know. When me and my wife talking or friend over, kids already know. Oh, mind my business. Keep it moving.
Multiple adults, you walk away.
But back to what I was saying, it's just like you have kids in grown folks' business, grown folks' conversations, and they doing it from a shorty. So they're learning this behavior as a shorty because we don't teach our kids what's disrespectful anymore. Now we talking to our kids about grown shit and they young. Now don't get me wrong, you have to be able to teach your kids about the ramifications of what's going on out here in these streets. Because if you don't teach them, somebody else definitely will.
So how do you feel about what you just said? To piggyback on that, no names. When you do that, and then that parent will be like, "Oh, she's only a kid," meaning like, I expected X, Y, Z of you. You should be doing X, Y, and Z, and the other person be like, "Well, she's just a kid." To me, it's like that's why you're teaching her so she can learn from it. I understand she's a child, but when do you start to teach? So you want me to wait 4 more years to be like, oh, well, now you're a teenager, so I can tell you shouldn't be in my conversation, or you shouldn't be doing this.
Nah, in that situation, that other parent, you have to, hey, look, we are grown folks. You couldn't jump in your mama conversations. If you couldn't jump in your mama, your auntie conversations, then your kids and your nieces, your nephews, any young child cannot jump in yours.
There were
That's what I
age
mean.
brackets.
We're not teaching what we've learned. Now, don't get me wrong. Did we get our ass beat for a lot of shit? Yes, we did. We most definitely did. And if we look back, we were like, damn, that was child abuse.
Some of that was unnecessary.
I had a auntie, whatever she seen around, she would grab a broomstick, a hanger, a dribble.
That was unnecessary and shit. But then when you get older, you understand. I'm like, okay, I was tweaking, and now I see my kid doing it, and now I see my nieces doing it. So now I got to get on top of them, just so they can understand. Like, hey, look, respect is respect. And the thing is, people have the word respect is misconstrued within our culture because what you think is respectful is not respectful no more. You know what I'm saying? Like me having a conversation about guns with a 5-year-old, and I know I'm telling him about gangs and this. I'm this. I'm this. Now you gonna be this too. You teaching them something. That's already a level of disrespect in his life because you putting your bullshit onto him. Now you already fucking up his life. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you have to understand. It's like us as teachers, we have to be able to teach. And back in our day, our parents taught through physicality because we learned through the physical nature. We did something, we got our ass tagged. And then before you decide you wanted to do something else, you have to think about it, bro. Is this
Do you want it again?
Man, I'm gonna go to this chick crib, and I know if I don't come home at a certain time, I'm gonna get my ass beat. Shit, man, I gotta go to Shorty crib, man. You contemplate like, do I want my ass beat today? I'm gonna go home. I ain't gonna get my ass beat.
Man, first off, that's a different topic because nowadays I know some parents who let the kids come over and they know what's going on.
Yeah.
Back in my day, it was like, hey, if I had a female friend over, Mama had to be home. You know, I slept sometimes. Mama had to be home.
Door had to be
when
open.
she was there, no closed doors.
Closed doors.
Nowadays,
You in the basement, you in the attic, you in the shed, you in the garage.
nowadays is they killed.
Look, I walk in my crib and I see another motherfucker that don't live there in my crib. And I didn't get a phone call and nobody talked to me. It's a problem. It's a problem. In my crib? Hell no. Y'all can sit y'all ass on that front porch. That's the closest you gonna get is that front porch when I'm not there.
Hey, I'm old school. I told my daughter, man, any guy you want me to meet, before you think you gonna date, I need to see him. I don't care what y'all doing, I need to see him. What I mean is this. You can think y'all date, but like you just said, I wish you would be in my house. I need to see him. I need to talk to him. Hey, hey, where your daddy at? Where your mom at? What you got going on? I need to know background checks, X, Y, and Z. I need to understand why you even try to talk to my daughter because it ain't no candy store. You ain't coming here for good. He's leaving.
Mm-hmm. But then if you look at it, bro, it's the same with your kids' friends. Like we used to know they parents.
Man.
Boy, you can go to anybody's crib, you just know who they you over there. So it wasn't like no fuck shit or no form of pedophilia or anything like that. Nah. We had to be around each other. Like my mama knew all of my friends' parents.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But that was that back to that village, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if my child is going to your house, you have to have all the amenities to protect my child at your house.
And vice versa.
And vice versa. Because at the end of the day, I'm responsible for your child in my care. And you're going to be responsible for my child in your care. And if you in a neighborhood where you know it's fucked up, and your doors don't lock all the way properly. You got like 4, 5 different motherfuckers in there, and one of them probably a pedophile, and you know it, and you hiding and all this. No,
exactly.
No.
Speaking on that, I teach my kids. I'm like Kobe right now. I got 3 daughters, a wife, and a female dog. My kids are not even allowed to wear a robe around me. It's the respect. My kids, they gotta get dressed in the washroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's the respect. They can't, oh, I'm just pissing and the door is open. It's the respect. So what I teach them is this. What did I have a friend of? Just happen to walk past and see you right there. Not even that. Like you just said, it's a value, you pass it down to your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you taught. I can't walk around in my house with my mama's house with my boxes on. I was waiting to put some clothes on right now, especially around your sisters.
Mm-hmm.
It's the respect.
Mm-hmm.
What? See people come outside with their boxes and a beer, like you get the mail, and even kids, you be like, what's put some clothes on. Dude, I got some shorts on, some boxers.
Man, like I said, what was respect is no longer respect. Like when you have Monique calling women out for wearing bonnets outside, like the fuck is you wearing that bonnet for? That's for indoor purposes. Take that motherfucker off. You got girls wearing freaking lingerie to Walmart.
I mean, back in the day, women was scared. Man, I had a girlfriend, I swear back in the day, man. 13, 14, 15, 16, man, I would never seen her like visually get her hair done. Cause she was like, I don't want you to see me in a bad day. Man, they come outside with the skin.
Yeah, half cocked wigs.
With a tank top on. You don't want me hunt to a mystery. Let me see what you possibly look out. Let me work for something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I already see it.
Man, values is no longer what's being valued within our community no more. It's not being taught.
About it, do you think that most of the time women feel like if I'm cute and I get a body, you don't respect me regardless?
Regardless.
Because guess what? What you ain't gonna give me, another person will give me because of the fact that I am cute. And vice versa. How many times you seen an average looking gentleman get played by a woman, but they ask, a more handsome man run through all the women. And then you say, hey, no, I just want a man. But you passed on the average man because he had football.
Yeah, I don't fool. You see that a lot.
Damn.
That's the new era, man. You know the Amber Roses and all of these Instagram models because sex sex is a weapon, bro.
It sells.
It's a weapon, bro. Sex is a weapon, bro.
But look what
And men are just mentally weak. It's like men has gotten weaker and weaker and weaker over sex.
Because it's so readily
You
available.
got OnlyFans.
Oh, man.
That shouldn't even be a thing.
That shouldn't even be a thing, bro.
And it's the
You paying for OnlyFans and Pornhub is free.
Yeah. You paying to see a woman you ain't never gonna touch.
But my thing is Pornhub and XX video, all that shit is free. And you're paying someone for their sexual
content. Just a seed. Just a seed.
That's worse than
I
hookers.
had a homie who told me, it's a good guy. I'm laughing at this because you just said that. He was like, I was like, hey man, hey, all right, say this nigga. I said, hey, you gonna pay for it? Like, I ain't paying for nothing. You giving me something, and I'm giving you something. We both pleased. He said, so why should I pay you to please you? You should be paying me.
Sounds like a pimp, man. It's a pimp, man.
Them true words, though.
That's a pimp. Nobody
And he done said to anybody, though. Ain't like, but you're right, man. I feel like, just to him, a different topic. You know how many kids out here who is looking up to their role models because they got a nice sex appeal, little waist, and etc., and who literally starving themselves, the pressure, who feeling bad about how beautiful they really are, but because they weigh 150 and not 100 pounds, they bringing themselves down. Like, I feel like it's okay. I understand, yes, sex sells, just the community. But when you say real, are you really real?
You live in the image of somebody else.
Yep.
But, on the flip side, that's just like us seeing the dope dealers on the corner with the rims. They got and nowadays the hydraulics, you know what I'm saying? They bumping cars, they got all the women. And you like, damn, all the girls.
You gotta start
That's what
doing
we
that.
gotta do. Like, this is what we gotta do to get that.
That's where the parents come in.
It's just like public influence is everything. Everything. Kids are gonna do what they see. And if they're seeing what's going on VH1, they seeing what's going on what's that other channel that with that baddies bullshit?
Oh dear God, they need to cancel all that baddie shit. You talking about MTV or some shit like that?
Nah, it's Zeus. It's called Zeus.
Oh hell no.
All that shit, like kids should not be watching grown content. But you have adults allowing kids to watch content like that. We wasn't allowed to watch shit like that. Back in our day.
You had to sneak that Cinemax at night. You know
I'm asleep.
But you
turn the TV down. Get that recall button.
Pay-per-view channel.
Staggly.
You or imagination of what was going on. Now you can see it.
You can see it anytime you want. It's on your phone. It's on social media.
It's like you can't filter everything, but at this moment you have to be a better teacher for what everything is.
That's why the village is important.
Say the words you just said.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot hide the world from your kids.
You cannot do it no more.
You just need more people encouraging them as a village.
Hey, daughter, your body is just not a body. It's what that boy wants from you, your heart.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter said, hey, this boy like me X, Y, and Z. I said, ask her, what's your favorite color?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go from there. Why ain't he know my favorite color? I said, because he need to know you.
Not what you look like.
First off, tell you you're beautiful all the time. And that's one thing as men we don't do. Even as man, you handsome. Hey, no, you're smart. Hey, you're better than this. I feel like this world is so crazy. We need to motivate as well as teach.
Mm-hmm.
Because as adults, we know how the life hits. We know how it feels to be down.
Mm-hmm.
Back against the wall. And you just feel like, man, I can't win to win.
And catch a break.
So imagine how as I could kiss, like the same way I can go to my boys and etc. and everything else. If I'm feeling down to how I'm feeling, or my wife, my mother, or that's the person I trust, you should have that trust with your kids.
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you have to read body language. And this is all, I got a teenager and I'm learning all this. Sometimes it's, hey, dad, or hi, dad. It's all about that when she speaks to me when she first get home.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, are you okay? You good? Sometimes they need it.
Yeah.
Because guess what? If we don't, another whole dude will come in like, baby, girl, don't even worry about it. I got you.
Give me the word.
What you need? What you need?
What you need. We just have to
Yeah,
understand
that's
that
fine.
new age parents, we can be friendly without being your friend.
That's
You have to be able to
Still be
able to
authority.
still have authority and still be able to lay down the law, but you still have the safe space to come talk to me.
but you gotta know the when and the where. If that makes sense. I gotta know when to be a friend and when to be authority figure. And that's what's so tough. And that's an answer that I don't think the real has.
Honestly, you can be both in the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Depends on what the situation is.
it's just a lot of times, as men, we don't look approachable. Like I get that
You
all
look
the time.
angry,
Like, all my
grumpy,
kids look at me all the time.
violent.
Like I don't even say nothing. Like my daughter, she'll come in and she'll be like, "Dad," and then I turn around and look, and then she'll just turn around and keep walking. And I'm like, "Man, what the fuck? I'm like, what did you just call me for?" No, nothing. I was like, "Come back, come back, come back," because you came in here for a reason. What is it that you want? Now we talking. Now we're gonna get in the dialogue. I'm like, that's cool. You can ask me for what you want. You might not get it, but still ask
Have
me.
that
Like my son,
conversation.
that little motherfucker, he don't give a fuck. He don't give a damn. Like my son, he's 11 years old. He's gonna walk right up to me. He don't give a damn how I look. He don't care if I just came in from a 12-hour shift. He don't care if I'm tired. I can have a full-blown fist fight outside with like three niggas. I'm sorry, three men. He finna walk right up to me, Dad, can I get a bag of chips? Like, get the fuck off my face, man.
Get the chips.
He go like, okay. And then 4 5 minutes later, so can I get something to drink? Don't get don't get no.
Hey, I think when it comes to the daughters, sometimes and they don't know. Men, it do be our facial expression.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same way, man. One of my daughters, she do the same thing. She like, hey, dad. I turn around, what? She never mind.
Quick.
Go ask her mom.
Wait, that's that. You finna say no,
Right.
and I'm not sure what I want, so let me just go ahead, go to the person that's gonna give it to me. And it's just
That
like,
white flag.
as fathers, we have to be open. And that's one thing we have to be open.
Do you think it's because we never really was taught that? I mean, like, this is what I mean. I love a woman to death. I love her. Like, she busts her butt. 2 jobs, 3 jobs, X, Y, and Z. Make sure we ain't want this. But me and my mama, like, when I say I love her and she knows that, like, my son is here for me, but we never really had that. Come give me a hug. Give me a kiss. I love you. It was more so like I can look at you and say, you knew I loved you and vice versa. I can go through something and knew she had it, but we was never affectionate. Like,
Yeah,
arm around,
I fully agree.
come give me a hug, come here.
Yeah.
I get you that.
So it's like,
I mean, yeah, my OG, it was like that when I was younger. You know, I was like, but as I got older, of course, that pretty much faded away. But I can always come to my OG and have a conversation. You know,
my daughter is like so, about the oldest one. Give me a kiss. She likes that. She's a hugger and etc. She's, hey, how you doing?
But the thing is, with young girls, you got to give them that. You have to, because if you don't give them affection, you're pretty much your daughter's first love. Whether you know what I'm saying, whether you agree with that or not.
Introduction to
you
me.
are the introduction. So you have to give her that affection. You have to give her that love. because now you're teaching her what to expect from another man when you transfer responsibility over to someone else. Like now, I gave my daughter this, I gave her this, I gave her this, I gave her time, I gave her effort, I gave her energy, I gave her money. Now it's your turn to give her time, energy, effort, and money. Because I'm still going to give her those things because I'm still her father at the end of the day.
But you
But
take the wheel.
it's time for you to take that wheel so she wouldn't have to revert back to me. You feel me? And if we don't do that, they won't never learn.
And somebody else will.
Somebody else will. And that's when
And
that
it'll be
person is
improper.
it's gonna be very improper. They're gonna wrap her mind up and then she gonna be looking at you, well, you didn't teach me this.
Now she gonna basically telling me that, hey, if we don't step up as men to our daughters, they will have to learn on the fly.
Exactly.
And you better
And
hope
that
the
usually
right
ends up in
man,
OnlyFans.
hope the right man
Mm-hmm.
encourage this still on the fly.
One thing I always say is
Fathers are important.
fathers are very important. Like we are needed out here. Like, don't get me wrong, a fatherless son is messed up as it is. At the end of the day, he's still gonna grow into being his own man. At the end of the day,
Not all the time.
not all the time, but most of the time.
Most of the time they'll be good.
But most of the time, they grow into being their own man.
It just develop later.
They normally gravitate to someone else that might be either a good or a bad influence. Either way, they still going to become their own man and their own leader in some form of right. But a fatherless daughter is a double negative.
Yeah.
It's a double negative because
she's always going to look for that love.
She's going to look for
all the wrong places.
Get from her father.
I think I can double down on that because I'm gonna say this, and it's no disrespect. Me and my father had a strange relationship. He's trying to come back around. I'm 37. He's trying to come back around. But I took that negative, like you just said. I told everybody who knows me. My father taught me something that no other man could teach me. He taught me how not to be a father. He made me, when I had my daughter, could nothing stop me. Ain't nothing. My daughter, it's nothing that's going to stop me from being in my kids' life. I don't care if the mother of my child don't like me. I don't care if he throw this, and that at me. My daughter, who's 16, she knows who her father is.
Mm-hmm.
I've never. Can nobody say, "Oh, well, he was never there."
That's facts. That's facts, man. I give that to you, and I give it to you. And we share these stories all the time, and I say the same thing. Like, man, look, my dad used to drive past us and didn't even stop. Kept going.
Mine lived a block away. Never visited.
At a young age, I'm seeing how my brothers are disappointed. And I'm seeing how how they're disappointed about dad not really being a dad, lying to them. They got their bags packed and they think he coming to get them and then he don't show. And me personally, I'm still young, so I really technically don't know what's going on. I'm just like, shit, either way, I can sit here and chill at the crib. It is what it is. But then it's like I'm seeing the hurt in their face and I'm like, okay, this is something serious. So then once I got a little bit older and then it started happening to me and I'm like, now I understand more what's going on. So at a young age, I just put myself like, look, once I start having kids, I don't care what happens, what the situation is. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make sure that I'm in my kids' life. Now, did that put me in a bunch of unnecessary ass jams? You know what I'm saying? Mentally fuck me over, physically fuck me over. Yes, it has. But at the end of the day, there was not a single day up until this year where neither one of my kids can say they woke up and went to sleep without seeing me.
Man, you said drove past you? My mama used to, my father's mother. My father used to live with his mother. My grandma used to have me. My father will walk in the house and go straight downstairs.
Same shit.
My
That's
I'm
crazy.
not telling you
That's crazy.
I'm like straight downstairs. Don't be here straight. I pass you.
Yeah, don't be
Just
there.
there. But you know the only reason why I don't take and I wouldn't take any of that back, and maybe I'm just saying that because I don't know what would have possibly happened if he was in my life. I feel like I'm blessed because my mother, my grandmother too, my mother did one thing. I feel like she prepared me. I feel like God has never made a mistake. I don't know what you guys believe in. God's higher power. My mama always told me, I don't care what this man do. You better not disrespect him. I have never disrespected my father. You wanna know why? I have never heard my mother disrespect my father. I'm saying it to say the mother of my child and my daughter lives with me. Guess what? My daughter can never say, 16 years, you can ask him. My daddy has never said anything bad about my mother. You know what I tell him? I wish you would disrespect. And I say the mother of my child. The point is, my mother taught me respect that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what he went through. You don't know why it happened. It's not your fault to judge.
Mm-hmm.
Just understand what you get in front of. Understand that, man, it made you to be today.
I mean, even though he's being a piece of shit, at the end of the day, that's still your father, and you still gotta respect him.
And she's so spiritual because if you disrespect him, your days will be short.
My OG man, she always just told me flat out, you just always be able to speak your mind, just don't go above and beyond.
My mama said she wish she would have never told me that.
Yeah. Don't go above and beyond. Go above and beyond, then I'm gonna have to slow you down and tell you.
My mama said, she said two things. I cannot make this up. She said, I wish I would have never told you to speak your mind.
Hey, everybody, this is my youngest baby right here. Shift. Say hey, everybody.
At midnight,
Say hey.
my mama told me, hey, listen, you better look, speak your mind respectfully, and you better not be scared of nobody. And now she like, hey, I wish I never told you that. I guess we got a little Zaire here to help us close the show out. We say, hey, daddy, it's my time now.
The last two on me.
So you've been over here too long.
But yeah, everybody, this is our rant for the day. You know, go to our social media page, Facebook. You can also go to YouTube. It's going to be at the bottom of this clip.
Man,
Send us your rants. Whatever you got on your mind, just send them to us. Just send them. Get it off your chest. And you won't have to worry about being judged by us at the end of it.
for sure.
Thank you.
All right.
It's been history ever since. You know what I mean?
I made a move without a sound. If you never heard about me,